Newbee. And Newbee is looking pretty good in the first set. Dropped the first game to IGV, but completely decimated IGV for the second game. EHOME still has not won a game here at the DPL, but it's always a good time to start winning, especially against one of the top teams in the region. So let's see if they can pull it off today. What?
What is happening to EHOME? You know, like Sylar isn't here.
Yeah.
H2O is their sub.
Yeah.
He's drafting. What is happening?
Well, look. So maybe yesterday when he was subbing in for Sylar, his team's draft just did not fit with him, right? So Lanham says, we're good enough to play anything that you draft. Just go ham. Make sure that you have a draft that you could play comfortably, and we'll win this for you.
All right, I like that.
Yeah. Have some confidence. I believe in Lanham.
You know, you said they were pretty much like don't even have a win under their belt.
Correct.
Is it even? Do you think it'll happen against Newbee of all teams?
No, but a good caster will say, yeah, it could happen.
I genuinely believe it can happen. You know, EHOME is like that one team. This is how I see EHOME now. I feel like they're the kind of team where if the early game goes bad for them, they're pretty much done for. But
yeah,
if it goes good, I think they'll just go out of control and win the game.
Has the early game gone good for EHOME in the past 8 games?
No, never.
Okay.
Not even once.
All right. Well, it could happen this game.
Rubik first.
Yep. So I actually find it somewhat surprising that Newbee takes out Underlord against EHOME, but not against IGV, right? They have it in 2 games. The first game was one of the major reasons why Newbee lost that game because of the Pit Lord. But I guess they feel like Pit Lord enables EHOME so much because a lot of their strategy revolves around pushing, and Pit Lord is so good for that. But instead, we're gonna see Rubik, Nyx, as well as Io on the other side. Haven't seen Wisp too much, even though it is a very top tier pick in my opinion.
It's like one of those heroes that certain teams are able to run, but it's not something like, you know, there's a tier 1 ban material kind of thing.
I mean, on paper, I think he is, but
I mean, it's also interesting to see the Nyx Assassin. It's very different from the EHOME style that we've seen, but I mean, now's a good time as ever, right, to just break away from that early game pushing all in strategy. And
yeah, this is not an EHOME draft. This is the H2O draft, so it's fine.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Maybe I mean
the H2O draft.
One thing that we noticed yesterday when H2O was playing is that he was ultra aggressive. I remember there was a play. He was playing Pugna. He's like under 200 HP. He was getting like 3-man dived, and he decreptified himself and he just ran into them. He's like, "Dude, take me, but I'm gonna take you down." So I wonder if his draft will reflect some sort of aggression from EHOME, so he could play that YOLO dive. Also, though, he was relegated to playing the offlane role yesterday. So at least in the last game. He played carry for the first 3 games. So we'll see.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him play the Nyx then, because this isn't exactly a hero we see EHOME draft all the time.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden we see it, so I think this is probably going to be his hero.
Okay. Reserve time. Oh, we see Sandking and Darkseer being taken out. I guess EHOME did the quick homework research of what Newbee played in the previous games. Actually, the Darkseer the Sandking wasn't.
I'm pretty sure everyone knows what KP plays nowadays.
Yeah. Oh, he also plays Slaughter and Axe. Great with Lifestealer.
Right now, for either team, no one really. Newbee are probably going to try to just win the early with this, even against the Nyx Assassin.
Ooh, Night Stalker.
Even more reason.
Yeah. Do you think this is a Kaka Night Stalker?
I believe so.
Okay. I think support Night Stalker is actually so powerful. I mean, this is a fighting patch. We've been seeing that over and over again. This is also a bottle patch, so I feel like IO is gonna get a lot of runes to. I mean, IO and Night Stalker are 2 great ganking duo in my opinion, because Night Stalker is already so good at tower diving. The only problem he sometimes runs into is that he dies under the tower. Well, Overcharge will fix that. And of course, he'll run out of mana and run low in HP during those ganks. Tether will fix that. So, ooh, EHOME taking it back a patch with the Warlock.
Yeah, they're just. I assume they're anticipating like you said, a dive kind of lineup, and
Okay.
when Warlock's definitely a really good hero to fight against that.
Well, if he has the ult up, right?
Right. So the early game is going to be really important as to how they avoid giving up kills, or if at all, and
Yeah.
then trying to get the Warlock levels.
One thing that is fairly good is the Fatal Bond. If you lock Night Stalker up with whoever's also diving, that tower is going to shred Night Stalker. And you're going to get some nice damage onto the IO, for example, on the back line. But so far, I think Warlock's a very risky pick in the sense that if he does not get the good early game, I could just see it as a food hero that honestly offers very little against the Night Stalker. Oh, wait.
All right, this is
Is this a KP?
KPNS.
Yeah, KP Night Stalker? I'm hyped for that. Yo, you think he's going to get the Helm of the Dominator?
I think you just go Midas Scepter, I believe.
Okay. I mean, the one thing that's really nice about the Helm of the Dominator is the regen you get from it. Isn't it like 10 HP regen?
I think it's like 8.
It's really high. Alright, Timbersaw as a pick here. Most likely a carry Timbersaw. Very good against Night Stalker in the lane. Yeah, so far, EHOME's draft, again, I said it is somewhat risky, but it definitely can work. But they really need like a heavy carry from the mid lane. Something like an OD or a Shadow Fiend or a TA.
I feel like this is probably just a mid Timbersaw, don't you think?
I mean, you could do both, I guess. Newbee's definitely expecting a mid Timbersaw to take out the Slug for the safe lane. Meanwhile, EHOME takes out a Storm Spirit. Fair enough. So what's a good anti-Night Stalker carry?
10 seconds to go.
5
seconds.
Personally,
I don't think there's a carry in particular. It's just they have to pair up the supports with him a lot, because Night Stalker is not exactly like fragile. He's pretty damn tanky, so whatever they pick here, it just has to be able to right click him down with like a Rubik, for example, or even Warlock.
Personally, I really like Bristleback against this lineup. Both IO and Witch Doctor are very low armor in heroes, or not in hero, but support heroes. So the Quills is going to do a lot of damage, and it's a hard hero for Night Stalker and Bristleback to kill. And I could see like Fatal Bond plus Quill Sprays doing quite a lot of work. It's just not a... Okay, PL instead. Interesting. Well, we're going to see the new PL in action. Big question is he getting Ags?
I'm trying to remember what the Ags did. It was like the Lance bounces, right?
Up to 5 times. And obviously all of them creates an illusion. When I first thought about the Ags, like it seemed terrible, but then I like tested out and it was actually quite good.
I mean, it definitely sounds good, in my opinion. I mean, it helps them tank up, gives them damage, gives them a monopool. I mean, overall, it's not bad. And your Spare Lance becomes a Chain Frost, sort of.
Sort of. Not really. But I think the big things with Ags discussion is always like, what are you giving up if you're going for the Ags, right? Because this game, he feels like he needs Manta, ASAP, to dispel the crippling fear. And that is going to be
true.
thrown on top of him. Since Diffusal Blade is no longer a catch-all. So...
I don't know. It feels very greedy from EHOME, though. There's like... I feel like this is a little lacking in terms of dealing with Newbee's aggressive lineup. I think we're going to see them struggle a lot once the nighttime comes around, I believe.
I agree. The one thing in particular is that they are very single-dimensional when it comes to lockdown, right? They just have Nyx and the Rubik. So they need to get a ton of mileage out of these two heroes. It's going to be 0-11 playing the Nyx. H2O picking the PL last for himself.
Yeah.
This is like the solo drafter, right? You pick the
Yeah, definitely.
you pick the whole draft for yourself. It's fine.
All right, carry on.
All right, immediate smoke. So it sounds like you are much more in favor of the newbie draft.
Definitely. I feel like their draft is just more solid all around. EHOME is like a little too all in on just taking team fights. Like there's like no one who can shove lanes, no one who can really hit towers. You're just trying to aim to win team fights. Yeah, and that's it. I mean, Newbie, they have a lot of different things they can fall back on. If things for some reason go south for them, Shadow Fiend could just, push out lanes, hit buildings, have Wisp sit behind him, and then just save him in case he needs it.
Well, it's definitely it's not the first time that EHOME has went for a very single-dimensional all-in draft. This lineup does have its deficiencies, like you pointed out. But what are some things that it's good at? Would you say against the?
I mean, it's incredibly strong in a team fight. I mean, between Timbersaw and Warlock, like their team fight is pretty damn solid. So,
okay. So
not to mention, there's like 3 strength heroes on the other team too. So Timbersaw can definitely do a lot of work.
So just kind of hold on to your early game and just try to outfight them during mid and late game and win. That's kind of the game plan.
Pretty much.
All right, we'll see.
Is Discord robotic for you, by the way, by any chance?
Not for me. Am I sounding like a robot? I could disconnect and come back.
No, it's fine. If it's fine for you, then it's not a problem.
Yeah, I disconnected and reconnected. Hopefully that's the quick fix that we need. It looks like PL is going to start with a poor man shield on the bottom side, or at least building towards one. I don't think KP is going to be able to lay in too many right clicks. In fact, he's going to have to worry about himself. So I'm not even sure whether this poor man shield is even necessary. Land him. Going to give him the shadow word.
No, you definitely need it.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess later on against tower dives and right clicks.
I mean, just for laning, just right click by Warlock like 7 times or something like that, just to get the wave on his side.
No, I'm saying PL doesn't need the poor man shield.
Oh, you're talking about PL.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Night Stalkers.
And Night Stalker
I think you still want it. I mean, look how many creeps there are.
Sure, I guess. Alright, let's actually check out the mid lane here. It's going to be the dual lane of the IO Shadow Fiend, who's already gone for the quick bottle because he's, I imagine, taking the bounty rune. And he's going to keep SC in a very good spot. Chicken might have the hero advantage in terms of this matchup against the whole game. But that's assuming he gets a good lane, which it's a big assumption against Shadow Fiend.
I mean, I think he'll be able to farm this. It's not too terrible, especially not at like this early stage. He doesn't have the levels he needs or in raise to actually kill Timbersaw, so Timbersaw's gonna be fine for now. I think the only chance that there's gonna be a kill is if Wisp, top lane, Faith, and Kaka find out Old 11. Old 11's just going in on him.
Oh, casket! Right on the last second. He wanted to spike the Faith to make sure to get the rune. At the very least, though, denied it to Kaka. That level 1 Melodic doing quite a bit of work here. Wonder if Kaka is going to shrine up. Probably. And get a lot of heal. Garter hasting towards the other side, trying to get a bounty rune, but no such luck.
Thought Kaka was gonna like solo shrine or something, but every rune is taken. Oh, Garter, is he gonna catch him out? No, Kaka spotted it out.
Oh. Yo, one more hit.
Some-
Oh, I thought the level 1 Fable would have done it too. So unfortunate for him. Well,
I think he knows. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I gotta say, so far, EHOME is doing absolutely fine in the laning stage, right? This is kind of what you want if you're an EHOME fan. You don't want anything to be happening. But the true test is really the first Nightfall, right?
Yeah, I think so too. But KP's only level 3, so he's not exactly too much of a threat right now.
Yeah.
A lot of it comes down to whether or not Faith and Kaka are going to be ready to assist him.
Garter trying to get the lift range, but I think even with the lift, they probably can't kill him. Night Stalker did upgrade to the poor man shield that you mentioned. And that's helping him sustain here a bit. I mean, Warlock has a decent right click, but that's pretty much it. There's not much he could do to zone out KP, and KP is gonna shrine up, and he's back. He's got the boots gold too, so it's gonna be effective.
I think the bigger issue is just how Kaka is going to catch up. He's only level 2 right now. Hasn't exactly done too much. Seems like they want to make a dive attempt on this top lane, but I don't know if that's the best idea. Not against the Nyx.
I wonder which IO that we were watching in the new patch. Remember he was doing a lot of ancient jungling? And he...
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, he was using spirits to do a lot of damage. Looks like we're going to see a dive coming here on the bottom side. It's going to be 0-11. TP out. And he pretty much had to TP out there because that lifesteal was going to shred him apart. KP runs into the jungle and sees Lanham. Lanham could easily just Shadow Word himself and walk it off. The right clicks are coming through. Straight up TP instead. Okay.
But this is so good for KP because it means he's just going to have a free lane now. There's no way Phantom Lancer can do anything to bully him out.
Mid lane, Chicken's going to eat run raise. Maybe a C raise here as well. That should be an easy kill after Maledict. SC. There you go. That's the first blood. And now he is still moving forward. Garter, it's going to take one more hit. C raise is coming off cooldown. No, it's going to be an X raise. And that should be enough. Sorry, my legacy key showing through. I guess a W raise for you new kids out there. Alright, KP now getting some farm.
So I think even though KP isn't exactly doing this, like saying it is actually really good for them anyway, because he's like really high level now for an off-laner.
Alright, you're sounding somewhat robotic. If it keeps on happening, we probably switch over to Skype.
Probably should just do it now then.
Okay. Alright. Calling on Skype. Hello?
Alright.
I need to turn you up on Skype because Skype is...
I blame your Discord server.
It's in Singapore, so maybe that's why.
Maybe.
Maybe I should join your server.
Probably. Well, we can figure it out afterwards.
Yeah,
Silence? Oh, Garter is super dead.
Yeah, he is. And they won't lose anybody. That's the Nightfall ganks that we're talking about, and it's in full effect.
I mean, it really relies on the supports making the movement, not the Night Stalker. Because I don't think the Night Stalker wants to run all the way up top. Oh, they're just running at him. Alana looks really dead here.
Yep.
Oh, the cask!
Man, doing a lot
What
of
a cask.
Still bouncing, still chasing. And this is kind of the weakness that we were talking about earlier. Like, yeah, sure, once he gets level 6, he's going to be good, but what about before that? You're worrying about Kaka's levels. What about Lanham's?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it seemed like he would be able to get levels, right? Because it's just him and a PL against the Night Stalker. I thought he'd be able to get more out of the jungle, but KP doing a good job just disrupting him and not allowing him to do whatever he wants.
Yeah. And now KP bringing the Shadow Fiend to that engagement as well. It's going to give him a tower. Everything kind of working according to plan. I think EHOME is still okay. Like, this is not a, oh, you know, this game is over kind of situation. But they can't give up too much more. I think they're okay losing maybe like another tier 1, but if they, you know, lose 2 more heroes and another like 2 towers, then I think the game might be too far.
I mean, I think the way you should look at it is that it's not about not feeding. It's about you have to be able to get something, right? Like right now they're not dying, but look at Garden and look at Lanham. Like they're not feeding, right? They only died once, but they're not doing anything. They're both level 3. This is not what you want for taking early team fights. Like you absolutely need to have your supports at 6.
So I guess what you're kind of pointing at is instead of not dying, you need to maybe like get a kill on Meisler and hit their tier 1 down to like half HP or something. Like off the
anything. You have to be able to get experience and gold somewhere. Like there's no way you can just sit in lane and hope to get 6 like that. It's gonna take way too long. So this is kind of the issue. Like a lot of it relies on Nyx Assassin now. Like if Nyx Assassin isn't able to set up kills for his supports, they are going to take so much longer to hit level 6.
Well, so far Nyx Assassin just got 3 back-to-back bounty runes. That's going to put him up to the Arcane Boots. I imagine he's going to start ganking once he does have the Arcane Boots. But you know, who does he gank? Where does he gank? Because I imagine the two supports gonna stay relatively close. Those are gonna be the easy kills, I guess.
I mean, they see him in the top lane, so they're not afraid at all. The moment he disappears off the map, they probably just start grouping up, like hugging each other, and they're just gonna pick up detection and make sure that none of them ever get caught out.
Yeah, it's a rough life here for EHOME. All right, Arcane Boots on point. Let's go.
And that was like one of the best first nights you can ask for too for Night Stalker. Like I think he got like 3 kills or 2 kills bottom lane, and then they took him tower as well. Now he's just farming, like in broad daylight. He's just farming, and there's nothing EHOME can do about it because it will require Nyx assassin. Look, and they even find out the Nyx. Like, and that was his first attempt. He's gonna have to wait another 40 seconds. Like, this is looking really rough for EHOME right now.
Oh my god, look at this tether heal. SC back to a full mana bar. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yep.
Alright.
And he's going for Shadow Blade. Oh man, he's almost got it too.
Yeah.
Oh, Faith took his big dragon though.
Alright. All 11 back in the lane. How's RPL doing? Since it's got, I mean, farm-wise, he's, oh god. I just kind of look at the last year chart.
It's not even close. Yeah.
What happened? I thought he had a free farm lane.
Of course he didn't have a free farm lane.
It was just like, a Night Stalker.
I mean, I think a Night Stalker is not as easy as you would imagine, and there were rotations coming in. They pretty much shoved them out of the lane for a good 3 or so minutes.
Okay.
Look at this. He just walks in the jungle, and this is what he does. Look at this.
Well, he doesn't...
No pressure. Like, he is not free farming.
Fair enough. I just thought that he would have... I guess he did get a lot out of the... Like, first
5 minutes or so.
Yeah. But since
But
then...
after that...
Oh, I really like how, you see the clock? It has the Night Stalker image.
Oh.
Night Stalker Knight. Pretty cool. Alright. Oh, what are you drinking, man?
Oh, you can hear it?
Yeah, man.
Drinking water.
Through a straw? What a fucking goddess.
No, it's just because I had a leftover cup, so I didn't want to get a new one.
I see. Alright, here comes Newbee. This is what they've been doing. Smoke into a tower kill. Smoke into a tower kill. This time they're actually ganking the Nyx. The rest of the EHOME team is right there. They actually go in invis, but Sentry Ward gets dropped immediately. They try to kill the Sentry Ward to protect that Nyx. Not going to be enough here, and seems like everywhere they go, Newbee is just 1 to 2 steps ahead. And now, because of that, they will be getting a tower instead.
And KP is definitely going. Yeah, he's going for the Midas. So this is like, you know, kind of like the standard Night Stalker build now. Just get the Midas. You get the levels as fast as you can to get the longer or shorter cooldown on darkness, and it's just always nighttime. And then you get the scepter, and you see everything. Buy the gem. Take absolute control of the map. It's so difficult for EHOME to fight into this. Yeah, even though you have a strong team fight now, like, you can't see anything.
Yeah, that's my point. It's like, that is the anti-team fight, right? Even though it's not exactly a team fight item, it allows you to select the team fights you want to participate in or not because of the vision advantage you have. So.
Oh, relocate.
Okay, they relocated kind of forward, but he is pincered in. Lanham gets ganked by 5, and I mean, this is one of those games that if I was playing it in a pub situation, I just think to myself, like, there's just no way. Like, in EHOME's perspective, I just don't see what they could do to win this game.
I mean, Warlock's not even 6 yet. He was trying to get it, but he gets relocated on, dies, still doesn't have the ulti.
I mean, let's pretend that Warlock's 6 right now. Like, do you think that's gonna change a lot? Honestly?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Oh, that's an easy kill. But here comes Chicken doing quite a lot of work here. Requiem though, it's gonna get channeled, and well, that Maledict is on Chicken. He's gonna take a ton of damage. That is gonna put them on level 6. That is gonna be the Rock. U9 taking a lot of damage. It looks like Nyx Assassin cuts off Witch Doctor. Impale is gonna hit the Wisp on the backside. Kaka should be fine though. He's gonna tether out. So, all right, maybe I kind of counted EHOME out a bit. That 6 came on a very good time. They were able to win a good engagement. They killed the Shadow Fiend. Not too bad here for EHOME.
that Timbersaw doing work.
Yep.
I mean, that was just pretty much entirely on Timbersaw. Newbee were in like a little awkward position, and like you said, best timing you can ask for a 6.
Yep.
Hits the 4-man golem and just turns the fight around. They didn't even have fatal bonds, and they managed to win that team fight. So that just goes to show how powerful Warlock is in these team fights.
Here's the problem. This is very reminiscent of how EHOME was losing the games yesterday, is where, yes, they win team fights, but they only win team fights when they have been losing the game for such a long time. They want a team fight on their side of the map, right? You don't get any objective out of it. You don't get any damage on the tier 1 towers even. So you might have won a team fight, but it's just a couple hundred gold, honestly, going to the EHOME side. Whereas every time that Newbee wins fights, they are doing damage to towers or taking towers. They're perhaps going to go to Roche relatively soon. So,
I mean, this was kind of like the issue with the EHOME we watched yesterday as well, right? They had this draft that just was able to fight, and they just kept fighting, kind of broke even. Oh, Timbersaw gets caught out.
Yeah, no rock to bail him out.
Silence.
Yo, the relocate on the backline onto Lanham as well. SC is going to go straight onto Lanham. Death Ward going on Garter. I think the Maledicт will kill him.
Oh, KP's just diving him. He's dead.
Yeah. Oh, on the
They
backline.
did pick off one. Oh, teleport?
Oh.
Oh, the stun comes down in time.
I mean, I guess good try here by the next
Good
assassin.
try, yeah.
But yeah, maybe 4-for-1 exchange, gonna get a tower, and honestly, PL's not one of those heroes that comes online ever.
Yeah, he takes forever. I mean, even if he went for a fighting item right now, like Diffusal Blade, it is really not going to do anything. He's got like 1,000 life. It takes like one Requiem and he's dead.
Yeah, or he has to run, which...
Yeah. Doesn't even have to be on top of him. Like, he just does that defensive Requiem and he's already half-life, and then he can't fight anymore. Because, you know, if Cast hits you or Spirits hit you, you're just pretty much dead.
SC taking the movement speed here instead of the attack speed. I guess, I wonder if he's taking it because of the tether movement speed that it will amplify it even further.
That's a good point.
Look at that little
I think
thing.
it's just, I think it's just because of the way the game is like played out right now. They're just so far ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, he's pretty much like allowed to do whatever he wants right now. So move a little faster. I mean, he's probably also not getting like Manta or Yasha, so Shadow Fiend's movement speed not exactly the greatest. So this kind of helps it a little bit.
I think
Like,
this game is gonna be involved in a lot of chasing, right? You have a Night Stalker running the show for you, so you're gonna do a
that's
lot
true.
of right clicking and running at the same time. So movement speed, always a good thing to have. Maybe we'll take the last objective on the map. Oh no, there's still a tier 2.
Still
I
on
mean,
tier 2.
Once you take the tier 2, you take down Double Shrine, and you're just preparing for high ground.
Yep.
All right.
I mean, that's all of that is just gonna put their already massive net worth like 15,000. It's just gonna immediately become like 20,000 with that.
All right, they're gonna
And they
try.
see U9. They want to go for it.
Oh.
Oh, he misses the stun. That is not what you want.
Yeah,
Garter's dead instantly.
Courier's dead instantly as well, and now the relocate on the back line is going to try to catch as many people off as possible. That is a rock. That is a rock that's not going to do anything. Great Fatal Bond, though, but where's the follow-up damage?
Oh, Kaka, just be careful.
Okay.
Alright, Kaka's fine.
Kaka is actually just going right in. Okay, Death 4 is going to get cancelled immediately. The problem is, maybe H2O could... No, H2O can't do anything. And now, it's going to be 011. You see what KP did there? Cast animation cancel, baiting out 011. 011 will blink away. Okay, good escape for him. But IO... No, it's too low to do anything.
Nice plays from both sides.
Yeah.
Fancy moves from both sides. Well, I mean, the good thing for EHOME is that I don't think Newbee want to push high ground just yet, and the creep wave bottom is like a little bit too far, so they might be able to save their tier 2 for now.
Okay. Well, PL's about to have Yasha.
Yeah. Maybe like in another 6,000 net worth, he'll be ready to fight.
Okay. I mean, don't
So pretty
forget
much
the...
never.
Oh, SC looking for that solo Requiem kill. And 11 is hunting around.
No, Requiem. No. This is the solo. I'm just going to right click you a couple times kill.
Okay.
Oh, KP though gets caught out.
Yeah.
Oh, if they can catch out SC here. No, he's too fast. That 15 movement. Can't catch him.
Yeah. Now Newbee is going to take the last set of objective. Deso Echo Saber up on U9 already, taking the +5 stats and talent. And probably going to take the damage on 15, but I mean, if he takes HP, he's just not dying, right?
Let's see what he takes. It's 15.
Probably just damage.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he took health either, but I think he should take damage as well.
Nope, takes health.
Takes life. Okay. I mean, I like both of them, honestly.
I mean, you ain't gonna be dying. That's for sure.
Oh, top lane? Oh, they're gonna try to gank KP again. They don't want him to finish his scepter.
But he knows.
There's a blink stun. No, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. He's just farming. He's waiting. He's waiting for the deny. That's when they strike. When it's in deny range. Here we go.
Okay. Relocate immediately though. That was fast, and now it's gonna be SC coming in. He just kills Garter in one hit. Defensive Requiem's gonna come out here. KP trying to survive, and he will survive.
He doesn't
as a
use darkness.
result. Okay. He jukes away. Does he need darkness? No, he does not. He's fine.
But you should use it anyways.
Okay, now he uses it. Look at how fast that relocate was.
That relocate was insanely fast.
It's
And
almost
I think-
as if they were expecting it.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Do they sense Old 11? Old 11 can't do anything here though. He doesn't have enough damage.
Yep. I mean, we said it over and over again. 011 has to be the person that does a lot for EHOME. Like, he just has to. This lineup cannot function without this Nyx going off. He's got a blink, you know?
But it's not enough. I mean, even with the blink, you're just setting up your teammates. And your teammates have, like, the 3 cores have barely a little over halfway of what the 2 cores do have on Newbee side.
Yep.
It's like, they're just doubling up on them.
Well, 011's gonna silence and run away. Are they gonna chase him? Oop, Shadow Fiend. Oh my god.
My goodness, that damage.
Yep. To be fair,
Dark
that was a Silver Edge hit, right? So no
Right.
reactive.
Yeah, they had no armor.
Yeah. Well, in standard EHOME fashion, I suppose they will
20 minutes?
20-minute
Every
GG.
time?
They need to really invigorate their drafting, because a lot of these games, it feels like they just lose straight from the draft.
I don't know. It's hard to say. I wouldn't even say it's the drafting thing. I think it's more than that.
Okay, Rock's
Oh,
gonna hit on
5-man
all
Rock.
5. Okay,
Huge
Fatal
Fatal
Bond.
Bond.
But where's the damage? No
There is
damage. Okay. Alright, I suppose that's a game. They're gonna pop another shrine here.
Oh. Nothing happened.
I mean, I wish there was more to cast for this game, but there really isn't. Newbee's just running them over.
Yeah, they really are.
Alright, Aegis runs out.
This is the Fatal Bonds counter. The level 2 Voodoo Restoration. Oh, they just called GG.
Yeah.
They're just done. They had enough. Go next game. Like, while I do agree that the draft could use some, like, tuning, I think that that's not really the issue they have here. I just feel like it feels like they're just so all over the place. They're, to be honest, just not playing very well altogether.
What I mean about being outdraft is the sense that they always pit themselves almost into like a corner where, yes, they can win the game, but it requires somebody to go off. Like, for example, this game, the Knicks had to go off, which...
I mean, Old Chicken could have done it too, but he just... Not exactly an easy time for him against the Shadow Fiend with a Wisp supporting him.
Yep. Alright, that's going to do it here for the game number 1. Game 2 is coming up next. Generally, it shouldn't take too long, at least 5 minutes or so. We'll be back, guys. We'll see you in a bit.